This is the hardest video I've had to make in this series so far. I took the set down. My brother's moving in right now, so it's a little bit of a bare bones set that I got going on. But just to get right into the review, Wind Waker was my favorite game that I've played so far in this Zelda series that I'm doing. So I had really high expectations going into this game. I was hoping the sequel to one of the most well-known and beloved Zelda games would really knock my socks off, even if it was a DS game, and I was really excited to give a fair shot to my first ever 2D Zelda game. Unfortunately, this just wasn't the game for me. Now, I am happy to say, DS graphics aside, that they kept the same kind of Wind Waker art style that the previous game had, and I thought that was pretty cool. That was one of the highlights of the game, I think, even if it's not fully there. Now, I played this game on my Steam Deck, and the mechanics felt really clunky. This was the first game in this series where I had to download mods in order to fix a lot of the really clunky mechanics of this game. Maybe I would have had a better time playing this game if I got my hands on one of the original DS copies and played it on a DS or something. I don't know, you guys let me know. Maybe I'll give this game another shot if I can get my hands on a physical copy of Phantom Hourglass. But seriously, you guys, this game emulated was almost unplayable to me. I just really didn't like having to use the screen to do everything in the game, basically. I don't like using it to attack, I don't like using it to walk, I don't like having to draw on it all the time. I mean, I really got a mod that allows you to move with the joystick rather than have to touch the screen to move all the time. And it definitely made the game easier to play for me. And the biggest offender to me was the point in the game where you need to close and open your DS to get through that part of the game. I can't do that on the Steam Deck, and it just wasn't a part that I could get through. I mean, this game was literally unplayable. Now, I'm going off script here, but I really think that I could give this game a fair shot in the future. I'm sorry if it's kind of echoey, the office is kind of empty. This game genuinely was not very good to me. I liked Linebeck as a character. This game, I feel like, has a great sense of adventure that I've kind of talked about in the other Zelda games, but I'm not really sure with these kind of clunky mechanics that it really works for me. Now, I know that these games, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks, are all kind of a trilogy together, but I couldn't even finish this one, and maybe one day if I come back to it and I'm able to play it on a DS, maybe I'll also get Spirit Tracks and review those games together, but as it stands right now, I just can't get through it. I think the idea of like the Phantom ship is cool, but it's nowhere near as well done as it was in Wind Waker. And I think that's a lot of the problem with this game, is it's trying to do a lot on the DS system, but it's not doing anything quite as well as what Wind Waker could do. I was really excited to get back on the high seas, and then was extremely disappointed to find out that you just draw the path that you want the boat to take. If I was to compare Wind Waker to Ocarina of Time, then this game is kind of the Majora's Mask, which makes a lot of sense because they've changed a lot of what they were trying to do. Ganondorf isn't around anymore, and they really were trying to mix up the whole Zelda formula. But similar to Majora's Mask, this game just wasn't really doing it for me as much as the previous one. And I think that the former game did these things a lot better. And the thing is, I had to stop playing the game. I couldn't get through it, and I actually just watched someone do a playthrough of the game and finished it that way. So it's not fair for me to really give a rating. I think hopefully I'll be able to get a copy of this game and come back to it one day, but as of right now, this game was too much for me to try and figure out how to play. And I don't have a very good impression of 2D Zelda games as it is right now. And hopefully I'll come back to this game one day, but I think as of right now, I just need to take a break from doing the Zelda games on my channel, and I'll come back to them eventually. This probably isn't going to be the longest video, and it's kind of ending on a bummer note, but this video is just really hard for me to make. I know I'm going to piss some of you guys off with my review of this game, but if this game is like a secret gem and I really just need to get out a DS and play it, please let me know. I would really like to enjoy this game. I love Wind Waker so much. This was the sequel to my favorite Zelda game that I've played so far. It was just really disappointing to see what ends up happening with the sequel game of this series. With that being said, I hope you guys got something out of this video, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.